Hello students, this is lesson 5 on the portion topic, that is transportation. In transportation, in previous lessons you learnt about the blood circulatory system. An additional circulatory system is there, that is called the lymphatic system. This lymphatic system is actually a middleman between the tissue fluid and blood. Lymphatic system is made up of this lymph, then lymph capillaries, lymph vessels and lymph nodes. How lymph is being produced? When blood capillaries are moving through the cells and tissues. During that time, the blood plasma and some other materials are filtered out from the blood capillaries. They form the tissue fluid. This tissue fluid actually forms the lymph, and that is carried by the lymph capillaries. Lymph is a viscous yellowish color fluid which does not contain any type of RBC or any type of platelets, but it is having blood plasma and lymphocyte cells. It also contains hormones, plasma proteins, fats and waste materials also. This lymph is actually the tissue fluid having this blood plasma and all those materials and carried by the lymph capillaries. These lymph capillaries are permeable. They are having the macromolecules can enter inside it and it can carry those materials, and all those lymph capillaries form lymph vessels. These lymph vessels are having numerous valves to prevent the backflow of the tissue fluid. Here you can see how this lymph is carried first of all by the lymph capillaries, then lymph capillaries are aggregated to form the lymph vessels. The lymph vessels and certain portion of our body form some gland-like structure. They are called lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are the places where actually lymphocytes or foreign body killing materials, leukocytes are developing. They grows and kills the foreign bodies. These lymph nodes are present where adenoid, tonsil, spleen, thymus gland, these are actually the places where lymph vessels aggregate to form these lymph nodes. These lymph vessels are finally forming a lymph duct, thoracic lymph duct and right lymphatic duct. This thoracic lymph duct finally joins the left subclavian vein, and right lymphatic duct meets the right subclavian vein. Both these subclavian veins are present near our armpit. Both these subclavian veins finally brings the tissue fluid back to the blood. That's why they are called a middleman between the tissue fluid and the blood. It also increases the amount of blood volume by returning back the blood plasma. It picks up digested fat from the lacteals of the ileum of the digestive system. Some waste materials are separated in blood plasma, which is carried to the kidney and they are separated to excrete out. They also kills the germ, as I told you, in the lymph node. They filter out the foreign bodies and kills the germs. So here it is the completion of the discussion on blood circulatory system and lymphatic system. Now we are moving on to transportation in plants. In plants, mostly the tissues are dead, and there the gaseous exchange occurs mostly. There is oxygen and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is required for the process of photosynthesis, and oxygen is produced as a byproduct, and they goes in and goes out by the process which is called diffusion. In unicellular plants as well as aquatic plants, they are very closely in association with water as well as with the external environment. That's why most of the transportation occurs by the process of diffusion and osmosis. But not only this gaseous exchange, the other materials, the nutrients required for the plants, they are coming from the soil. This nutritional requirement and the minerals which are moving into the plants and transported to the food preparing organ, that is the leaves. How they are going there? They are having some conducting tissues. These conducting tissues are xylem and phloem. About them you learnt in class 9. Xylem is a upward transporting tissue which is transporting water and minerals. It is made up of tracheids, trachea, xylem fiber and xylem parenchyma, of which tracheids, trachea and xylem fibers are dead cells. You can see this is the tracheid, this is structure of tracheid, this is structure of trachea. Tracheids are trachea is mostly present in the angiospermic plant where they form the conducting strands, and trachea is present in the gymnospermic plant as well as lower roots of plants where they form the conducting strands. By this xylem, ascent of sap occurs, and phloem is another tissue which helps in translocation of solute, that is food materials are transported. Phloem is made up of sieve tube cells, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber, of which phloem fiber is dead, sieve tube cells and companion cells and phloem parenchyma, these are living cells. This sieve tube cells does not have any nucleus. Remember that sieve tube cells are the only plant cells where they do not have any nucleus. So their function is done by the companion cells which are associated with them. These phloem tissues are responsible for translocation of solute. Another way of transportation is called transpiration. Transpiration is of two types, mainly stomatal transpiration, which is about 97%, and cuticular transpiration, by which water is going out in the form of water vapors. In this way, transportation, or this is the basic knowledge about transportation in plants.